Music production is hard. Staying organized can be even harder. How many ideas have you lost? How many chords, MIDI structures, song structures are just gathering dust on the shelf? For what reason? Maybe your session folders look like this. Name, name, name. What's what? I have no idea. Inspiration is fleeting. It is so important that we're able to capture it and reproduce it whenever we can. I have so many sessions that look like this. You probably do too. If I don't finish these concepts in one sitting, they get lost. Let's open AudioCipher. AudioCipher introduced a unique way of organizing your ideas with cards. When you install AudioCipher, you'll have a bunch of these cards. You can scroll through them by type, mood, or genre, depending on how you're feeling that day. You can cruise through, select a card, and audition the audio files and the MIDI files included, just by hitting this play button. Or you can create your own cards in your own organization system. Let's click this plus button and create a card. Let's name this card Good Vibes. Then we can select Add Files and drag our MIDI in from our Explorer. Let's take a listen. Perfect. Let's add one more file, drag in our baseline MIDI. You can see how these cards could really stack up and be filled with a bunch of ideas. I know that this song I've written is 128 beats per minute. It's also in C major, so let's add that in there. Now we can organize this card even further by adding in our own metadata. Let's select type. This feels like a Rhodes maybe, wavy. We can even create our own tag. Let's say good vibes. Nice. Let's select our mood. This feels bright, melancholy, maybe even epic. If we wanted to select a genre, we could, but this could be really any genre, right? But it's your MIDI, you organize it how you want. The customizability is awesome here. The last thing we need to do to complete this card is bring the audio file in. Let's render this loop. Now that the audio is rendered, we can just drag it in. Good Vibes Audio. Our card is complete. Imagine this scenario. You booked a studio session with your favorite artist. You booked this studio weeks in advance and you want to be prepared. AudioCipher's got your back. You'll be able to enter that studio session with AudioCipher in all of your cards. Say you have 50 cards, that's 50 ideas ready to rock, audition, and get to work. AudioCipher is all about taking organization to the next level, and we all know that you can never be too prepared. I want to show you one more really cool thing. AudioCipher MIDI Vault has a B-side, and that's the MIDI Generator, where you can transform words into melodies. Let's see what this thing can do. We'll do 140 beats per minute, D is our root, in the minor scale. And then we've got this chord drop-down menu. This gives us access to all these different variants of chords, seconds, fourths, triads, and even random. Let's stick to triad. Below we have note duration. This will determine how long the chord lasts for. Let's leave it at quarter notes. I'm going to select join notes so that the MIDI connects, and we'll leave inversions on. All right, what are we writing? What are we writing? My dog's name is Penny, so let's see what Penny sounds like. Before we drag this MIDI into our session, we can use this play button to audition our word to see if we like the way that it sounds. Let's check it out. That feels a little fast to me. Let's move the note duration to 1/2. Much better. Now we drag it in. I think it's really interesting that the word penny gave us a 3-bar loop. That's due to the unique algorithm that AudioCipher uses to get text into MIDI. AudioCipher is a musical cryptogram. This concept goes back hundreds of years. And if you want to learn more about it, head to the AudioCipher website, and you'll be able to get a really good grasp on the way this algorithm works. For traditional looping's sake, I doubled the last chord so that we now have a 4-bar loop. I also could have gone back in, auditioned a bunch of different letters after penny, and tried those results too. This text to MIDI thing is all about experimenting, so go wild with it. Add in some drums and a bass, and we've got our loop. The last steps here are to save our new MIDI as a card. We can do that by pressing this down arrow. This is where the card view and MIDI generator come together. We have access to all the things that we did at the beginning of this video, where we can select the type, the mood, the genre, save MIDI and audio, and even rank it. When I'm looking to purchase a new plugin, I want a plugin that's going to give me a leg up and also improve my workflow. AudioCipher checks all of these boxes, so go check it out today.